Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Michael Johnson, and I'm going to be talking about today the new iCarly reboot, the first 2 episodes, which is now streaming on Paramount Plus, by the way. So yeah, I'm just going to tell you kind of quickly what I think of the first 2 episodes. One word to start off to say the first 2 episodes, I could say describe them: nostalgic. Nostalgic, definitely nostalgic. So yeah, we have the whole gang back together: Nathan Kress, Miranda Cosgrove, Jerry Trainer. We have all of them back, as Carly Shay, Spencer, and Freddie, but much older and mature versions of themselves as their characters. They're much older. It's been years. Time has gone by, and they're grown up now. They're adults now. Living in the same apartment building. Carly's living with her best friend Harper, and Freddie's living with his with his mom, Miss Benson, and stepdaughter, Millicent. And Spencer's living by himself in a big, huge, rich in his own big, rich apartment, because he's now rich. Yeah, so he's locked into some money. So yeah, this is just, kind of, for just fresh, we're getting a fresh start for these characters, So honestly, I feel like, episode 1, we see Carly, dating and trying to find herself a partner to start a channel up again, and just, kind of a little bit lost. But she ends up finding herself and finding a partner herself. Yeah, in the end, she decides to go start iCarly up again, but not with anyone else, just herself, and with the help of Spencer and Freddie. So yep. And then episode 2, we see her, still dating. We see, honestly, just the first 2 episodes, we see her dating and, trying to, navigate starting the web show up again, and trying to, in this second episode, someone is criticizing and trying to mess with the show. Not as much as Neville did, but just to, cause her a little bit, her being nervous for starting up the show again and criticizing her. Ends up finding out it's actually a new guy she was dating who held a grudge for not putting up a video a long time ago in the original iCarly that he submitted and wasn't shown on the original iCarly. And it was just this whole crazy mess. And we just see her dating and love life. We see a lot, of her character in her love life. So, which is kind of different than the original iCarly, where we didn't see much of Carly and her love life. We see a few times her, dating and all that, but not as much as this one, as this is, more mature and definitely, not a kid show anymore. As we see in both episodes, this is not a kid show anymore. There's a lot of adult humor now, and, a lot of, more adult jokes. Well, same as adult humor. But yeah, just, more grown up, and just seeing them dealing with, as Harper, explains to Carla, she was struggling finding a job and now just working a part-time job, paying off student loans. So this is more geared more audience of the millennials, as, their characters are millennials and dealing with, student debt and, struggling to pay off student loans and trying to find jobs and finding themselves to start their careers. So definitely, definitely an audience of the millennials, than my generation, Generation Z. And then we see the fresh new faces, Harper and Millicent, and they're new, so I have to get used to them, but like so far they're okay. The first 2 episodes they didn't really do as much as I thought, they would be in it. Harper was in it. Harper was in it more than I feel like Freddie's stepdaughter Millicent was in a lot of the first 2 episodes. So yeah, it's just, definitely, it's gonna take time to grow into this new series. But, it had some cheesy moments, some cheeky moments. Definitely a lot of nostalgia. That's why in the beginning of this video I said one word to describe the first 2 episodes is nostalgic right away. As we get guest stars like Mrs. Benson is back as Freddie's mom, and we get in the second episode Nora Dershowitz. We actually get a reference to Nora Dershowitz in the first episode before we see her in the second episode, so I love it how they brought her back. So it's a lot of, references to the OG show, which I love. So, it's going to get something I feel like everyone's going to have to grow into, watching the show. I did get some laughs out of it. I did, get a good, it wasn't too bad, but it's going to take time to get used to this new, fresh show, this new, to this reboot of the OG show. This is not the same iCarly it once was. They're much older. They're not kids anymore. And they're, trying to find themselves, start their careers, like I said. They're adults. They're going to be dealing with a lot more adult issues, which, it's going to be interesting to see how they play it out, in the iCarly format. So, yeah, that's what I think of the first 2 episodes of iCarly. Oh, and before I end this, I want to show you guys another nostalgia. I'm surprised they didn't bring this up in any of the episodes. Maybe they have. I haven't watched the 3rd episode yet as I'm doing this video, so maybe they do. But I have the old iCarly remote. Sam's remote from the OG iCarly. With all the buttons, applause, boo, random dancing, and all the sound bites. So I can't believe I still have this. So, and applause still works. So yeah, and before I end this, I want to touch on that I love how they explained what they did with Jeanette McCurdy's character, Sam. How she joined a biker gang in the first episode. That's right, Sam isn't there. So, it's not, I'm kind of hoping we get a lot more guest stars, like Gibby. Like, where's Gibby? We need Gibby. It's not the same show without Gibby. Yeah, I miss him. But a few guest stars I know that are coming is Neville Papperman and Principal Franklin, which I'm excited to see. Current day today, what they are like. Is Neville the same, chaos, person of chaos who is gonna still cause trouble for iCarly, for Carly and Freddie. So, oh, and also Principal Franklin, what is he like now today too? It's gonna be interesting. And before I end too is Freddie's daughter, Millicent. I feel like, she reminds me of the little girl from Drake and Josh, Megan's, Miranda Cosgrove's character from Drake and Josh, Megan. I feel like she's gonna definitely cause trouble for Freddie, Carly, and everyone, Spencer and Harper too. I feel like she's gonna cause trouble for all the other characters, so it's just gonna be interesting. And she definitely doesn't like how Carly is starting up the web show again too, because she's trying to do the same thing, because she's interested in starting up her own channel, as we saw in episode 1. So it's gonna be interesting. See how all this, plays out, and how the different, it's the same iCarly universe, but, much older, mature, and more kind of fresh. So this is just a fresh new take on iCarly, which, you know, I'm excited to see where this goes. So until next time, oh, whoops, oh, press the boot by accident. Alright, till the next time, see you later.